So one thing, here on March 7th afternoon, 2025, following Iditarod, we're seeing all of those teams depart from Galena, New Lotto, that have been taking their 24, the other pack, and they're finishing taking their 24 or layover. You're trying to calculate comparatively for 2025 Iditarod, the distance about where they're taking their 24. Where would it fall on the map for previous years, northern or southern route? And it's a little farther than for most of these teams. The teams they're taking in New Lotto, Galena, and Kaltag is a little bit farther in terms of the miles, the distance from the start than typically. Typically you're seeing teams take a 24 into Takata or Cripple or Iditarod or Ophir. You know what I mean? In terms of on a northern or southern route that starts in Willow, Alaska, and proceeds, on the route over the Alaska Range. Now with this Fairbanks, Nenana, going out the Tanana River to the Yukon, following the Yukon to Nome, the race format and the race trail that they're doing this year, they've gone a little farther. Obviously, it's a farther distance total, but it would fall about, if they're 526 miles in. In other words, in terms of Jesse Holmes, where he's taking it, so that falls about on a northern route at taking it like Ruby, which is farther than Iditarod or Cripple. You know what I mean? Much farther than Takana or Ophir, as where usually he takes it at Ophir. If it was on a southern route, it would fall on about like Grayling or Anvik. You know what I mean? In terms of being 526 miles down the trail. Either way, farther than a typical Takana 24-hour layover or a typical layover, at the halfway point, which is Cripple and Iditarod. Very, very rarely do we see an Iditarod, champion or winning team with a successful schedule go that many miles from where the restart starts down the trail to take and declare and take their 24-hour layover. So interesting to know how this is playing out this year. Obviously a longer total course as well, though. Lots of factors. Is that because that's where their drop bags is falling, or is this just a strategy, or is this just happenstance? Personally, like I said, I like that Kaltag distance, and I like the 24 where Jesse and Nick's taking in Kaltag. They're getting in there okay. Nick looked like he had a one dog, holding back a little bit as he was coming near the checkpoint, but that's sort of a different conversation than the conversation about